Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Tutorial Tuesday. This week I'm doing a colored marble, but I did kind of two different looks for it. So there's one that's a little bit of like a softer black that's mixed in, and then one that's a little bit more of like that cracked marble look. I did struggle putting these on with my left hand, so I apologize. On my left hand I have two of the cracked ones, and I only did one of the softer ones on my right. Anyways, so starting off here, I have my nails all prepped and ready to go. I have my bondage and first and last applied, and I'm going to start out with one coat of the Just White buttercream, and I'm applying this with my number 4 oval bling brush from Light Elegance as well. So just a quick coat. This is just giving me my base. It kind of makes the colors pop a little bit more, especially since I'm using like a lighter palette today. And giving that white a quick 30-second cure. And then I'm going to put on a coat of mint chocolate, and I am applying this with my Uber Cheek cleanup brush. And then before I cure this, I'm going to take Ready for Rio, and with the swirly brush from the Selena Ride and Art brushes, you can just use like a bit of a longer detail brush or like a shorter striper as well. I'm just going to lay down a couple sections of this orange color. And as I'm laying it down, I'm kind of trying to pull the green in it a little bit too, because that's how, like, in marble, the rock, the colors almost kind of blend together. They have like stripes of each other through them. So that's the kind of look that I'm trying to go for when I'm putting this pink color down. And then I'm going to come in with a little bit of after wipe, and I do put this in a separate little dish to avoid contact dermatitis. If you use it in the top of your pump, that is a risk if you are putting it in the pump like that. So just taking it, and I'm just kind of blending the lines a little where I've laid down my orange. I'm just sort of softening the lines, blending them into the green a little bit more. And I find using a little bit of after wipe on my brush, one, helps the gel not quite stick to it so much, so I'm leaving lots of the gel behind on the nail, but also breaks down the color a little bit so that it does blend a little bit easier. And once I'm happy with that, I'm going to come in with a little bit of the black tie buttercream, and I'm going to use the shorty brush for this one. You can use a fine detail brush. It doesn't have to be these brushes. And I'm just taking a very little bit of black. If you can see that here, like just a little bit on the end of my brush. And I'm just going to drag a bit of a line through my color here. And without wiping, I'm going to come back and just sort of wiggle my brush through the product a little bit and get that black kind of blending in with my other colors so that it's not such a harsh black and it's almost more gray. And then once I have it blended in a little bit, that's when I'm going to start dipping my brush in after wipe. And I'm even going to switch over to my swirly brush again. I just find the longer bristles hold a little bit more after wipe, and I'm able to kind of get that black to break down and separate a little bit. And then just adding a couple more little black spots, and when you're happy with that, you give that a quick cure. And so that's how you do the more like the softer marbled look, not the cracked marbled look. And then for the cracked marble, I'm starting everything out the exact same way, so laying down my layer of mint chocolate and then coming in with a little bit of Ready for Rio in some random spots, using my after wipe to break it down, mush it around a little bit. And then this time when I come in with my black tie, I'm gonna make more like spindly lines, like spider legs almost, with little hairs coming off of them. And using a nice light pressure, and again, you don't want very much product on your brush when you're doing this. And once I have some lines laid down, I'm gonna come back with my swirly brush, dip it in my after wipe, and then I'm just gonna dab it along the line to once again soften that black so it's not quite so harsh, especially because we're using these nice light pastel-y colors. So I'm just breaking that black up a little bit. And then once I'm happy with the way that looks, both of these nails can have a full 2-minute cure. You're gonna go ahead and do your building like you normally would. But after you have all of your finish filing done, I'm just gonna finish these nails off with a little bit of super shiny and then give them a little bit of cuticle oil. And there you have it. Those are the 2 different colored marble looks that you can achieve. Personally, I found that the softer one, not the cracked one, was a little bit more challenging just for myself. I was having a hell of a time trying to get it on there with my left hand, so I just went for 2 cracked with my left and the soft just on my right. But both really easy, quick ways to get a marble effect. And as always, questions and comments in the section below. If there's ever anything that you'd like to see in a tutorial, please don't hesitate to email me at tessa@nailbasics.ca. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram.